It was here at one of the oldest schools in Mumbai that one of the youngest ministers in the outgoing government spent his formative years. The motto of the upscale and prestigious Cathedral and John Connon School, started in 1860, is "Studies maketh famous." But Milind Deora was always more interested in the guitar than anything else, something he learned to play at the age of 6. So would he have preferred a life of the rhythm and blues instead of dancing to the beat of politics? His friends say music may have been his first love, but politics was also always in his blood.
Even in school, of course, because of his father's background and, coming from a very well-respected political family, he had that leaning, he had that predisposition, and we used to call him Chanakya. We used to call him a politician, of course, in a fun way.
Initially, Milind would play down his love for music, thinking no one would take a guitar-playing neta seriously in politics. But later, he would go on to say that music defined his politics, and he even became part of a band called Tightrope, one that he would have to give up when he became a minister. By then, he had discovered that there was a vast world beyond politics, including meeting people who simply had no idea who he was.
Here's the story of how I met Milind. A couple of years back, I was getting out of a studio after a session, and I bumped into some friends outside, musicians, and of course they were hanging with this tall lanky guy, Milind, and they introduced me to him, and I had no idea, absolutely no idea who he was or what he did. And we got talking, and he says, well, would you be interested in a jam next week? I said, yeah. So we jammed the following week, and it was perfect. It was like all of us coming together was like bang on, like the music was great, and so we were all happy, and we were like, let's form a band, and we started talking, and we named the band Tightrope. Had some killer gigs with him, and Milind would burn every night we'd play. Of course, the rest, Vasundhara, Gaurav, Adiraj, incredible musicians. So anyway, after that jam, we went out for a chai, and I asked Milind, so man, what band are you part of? And I don't much keep in touch with the world outside. So he says, well, you know what, I'm a politician. So I was like, wow, well, in that case, you should play guitar just as much.
As Milind Deora faces one of his toughest elections yet, in what is one of India's richest constituencies, on political roots, taking him back to where it all began.